What happens when one of Hollywood's most iconic leading men walks onto daytime television's most combative stage and refuses to back down? That's exactly what played out when Brad Pitt appeared on The View last week, in what began as a routine interview but exploded into one of the most shocking on-air confrontations in talk show history. The morning started like any other episode. The studio audience was buzzing, the hosts were settling into their rhythm, and Brad was there to promote a film he had spent 3 years developing. But something felt off the moment he walked onto the set. Whoopi Goldberg, seated at the head of the table, barely looked up as he entered. While Joy Behar, Sarah Haynes, and Alyssa Farah Griffin greeted him warmly, Whoopi remained silent, her posture tense. The tension was immediate. The silence, loud. "So Brad," Whoopi began without fanfare, her voice cool and cutting, "you're here to talk about your new movie. But I think we need to address something more important first." Brad's smile faltered. "I thought we were here to talk about my work and my passion project," he said, trying to stay composed. "I'm not sure what personal matters you're referring to." "Oh, you're not sure?" Whoopi's voice rose, a bitter laugh escaping. "You think you can just walk in here and pretend nothing's happened? You think because you're a big Hollywood star you get to avoid the hard questions?" The room shifted. Joy tried to step in. "Maybe we should start with the film A Broken Bar, but Whoopi cut her off. "No, Joy. I'm tired of celebrities using this table as a PR tour. If Brad wants to sit here, he can be real." Brad took a breath. "With all due respect, I came here in good faith. If this conversation is about something else, just say it." Whoopi stood up, a rare move. "This is about accountability. You charm your way through interviews, thinking no one will ask real questions." "I'm not here to charm anyone," Brad shot back, rising to meet her gaze. "But I'm also not going to be attacked without cause." The air tightened. "You've manipulated public opinion," Whoopi continued, "and played the victim when you're anything but." "Manipulated?" Brad's voice cracked with restrained disbelief. "I've worked for decades in this industry, supported causes that matter, and you sit there calling me a fraud on national television?" "Yes," Whoopi replied. "A product. Not a person." The studio was silent. Camera operators froze. Alyssa scribbled frantically. Sarah looked stunned. Even Joy was speechless. "You think my charity work is fake?" Brad asked, stepping closer. "My love for my kids? The effort I've made to grow? You call all that fake?" "You're finally catching on," Whoopi said coldly. "No," he replied. "What I'm catching is that you're harboring a personal vendetta." She fired back, "This isn't personal. This is journalism. And I'm doing what others are too afraid to do: ask the real questions." "Journalism requires facts," Brad said, his tone incredulous. "You've made accusations for 10 minutes and haven't stated one fact." The confrontation spiraled. The crew panicked. Security moved discreetly toward the edge of the stage. Brad finally spoke with calm finality. "This isn't a conversation. It's harassment. I'm done." "You're not leaving until I'm finished with you," Whoopi said, stepping in front of him. "Yes, I am," Brad replied. "I won't be bullied." Security stepped in. "Ma'am, he has the right to leave," said the chief quietly. "This is my show," Whoopi snapped. "Everyone has the right to leave," came the firm reply. Brad turned to the audience. "To those who came expecting a meaningful conversation, I'm sorry. To the hosts who sat silently through these, a thank you. And to you, Whoopi, what happened here today says more about you than it does about me." He walked towards the exit, security at his side. Whoopi stood frozen, her face red with fury, her hands trembling. The studio was silent. The audience stunned. Cameras still rolling. It was meant to be a routine interview. Instead, it became a live meltdown that revealed something much deeper than a disagreement. It revealed a complete breakdown in trust, civility, and control. And it left viewers wondering what the real story behind Whoopi's fury truly was.